Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Last time we focused on sinking, so today we're going to be focusing on a different status effect. But before this starts, I'm going to give a little announcement thing that just to make sure that everyone watching this knows that I'm going to be live streaming the update when it comes out Wednesday, aka tomorrow, the 5th at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, basically when the update drops. There may not be Hard Mirror Dungeon 2. They're going to update this in the future. It's been pushed back. But there's still the new Ishmael, and we'll do more Mirror Dungeon. But now, that's enough self-promotion. Time to hop into the thing. Now, once again, like last time, I've set up my team. I've chosen my E.G.O gift already. Because this time, as you can tell by the thumbnail, I don't know why I'm acting like it'll be a surprise. We're going to go in for Tremor. So I've gotten pretty much the normal Tremor team. I started with what's probably the most important Tremor E.G.O gift, just make it so all enemies will start with 4 Tremor count, meaning that Tremor does a lot more for us. And hopefully we'll get some of the new Tremor ones. I know there's like a couple. There's not too many new Tremor ones, but there's a few. Let's see. Who's like the least useful? You're probably like the least useful Tremor person, and probably you as well. Something like this, I think. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Once again, turn order really doesn't matter beyond the first few, because I really hope it doesn't get to the point where we take 5 turns for a lot of these fights. Some of these guys, and they're starting out with the Tremor. They want Forced Run up, it's just going to inflict like more Tremor and just burst Tremor. We'll reduce the Tremor count to 1, which will be a little unfortunate, but you defend there, you've got awful chances. Then I see if it probably is a worse idea for this build than going for Zvi Sinclair? I don't know. I think Zvi Sinclair probably has more Tremor stuff. We should probably switch him in. Yeah, there's the Tremor burst. Guy's almost dead. There's the Tremor burst. And we're actually not doing great on these clashes to start out with. I guess that's to be expected. A lot of these Tremor units aren't like the best overall. Like some of them are like absolutely great. Like I love Roadspan or Rogion. Although a lot of her charm comes in the form of her secondary, which requires to be built up by actually winning a class in the first place in order to get her charge up. There we go though. So now she'll be able to use her secondary. Favorite Tremor. Pretty much all staggered, so should be easy. But now, of course, I'm going for LCCB Ishmael here instead of sloshing Ishmael, because LCCB Ishmael is probably just better Tremor overall, especially when if she ever gets chosen for the shops, I can upgrade one of her skill 1s into another skill 2. Their skill 2 is one of the best Tremor skills in the game, being basically basically what, 12 Tremor potency and 4 Tremor count, something like that. Maybe even 16 Tremor potency overall. I don't remember the specifics, but it's a lot. Yeah, you're probably better. But like, look at this. Yeah, 16 Tremor and 4 Tremor count. And her tertiary allows her to burst Tremor. None of your actual stuff. Her Snag Harpoon afflicts some Tremor, but not much. Yeah, 3. Yeah, we'll switch out Heathcliff for Zvi Sinclair, who's probably weaker overall, but more Tremor, so small sacrifice. We'll still be able to grab Heathcliff next floor, so it's only like a minor change. Like protection to the ally with the least HP. Wonder who the ally with the least HP is going to be by the end of this. I mean, that's based on the fact that someone is probably going to have to lose a class for that. Oh yeah, and that's a normal Tremor burst, so it doesn't reduce Tremor count, so there's not really any like downsides to that. That's nice. It's all the ones in Season 1 do reduce Tremor count. As annoying as that is. Although it makes sense. Yeah. There we go. Radical Judgment, just do more damage to this guy, build up his Tremor and Tremor count. what is it? Envy skills just inflict all Tremor all the time thanks to Nixie Divergence. Which is pretty nice. There's not a lot of Envy skills here though, like we've got to rack up some scores. Heathcliff's got an Envy skill. I think Gregor's got an Envy skill. We don't have him on the team yet. So it's not really that big of a benefit, but it could be. It could be. Fake rounds just to... Well, I mean, it'll probably just kill this guy. Oh, not quite. That was 3 tails. So not enough to kill. We're getting a lot of tails. I guess we're just not haven't won enough clashes yet to get our sanity up high. It'll take a little bit. Probably think of that first fight being a little rough. And the Inquisitors can do a fair bit. Even if it's just first floor Inquisitors, they're still scary. Now we get events. Perversion. Absolutely. I will take this. You're not the best person for this. You're probably the best person for this. Yeah. Perversion, nice. More sin affinities, that's all more sins to get. Butterfly. So I believe, tell the truth, you get the E.G.O gift, say that it passed, you gain some cost. So I'll tell the truth. And I get Curriculum Vitae, which isn't the best, but we've got some charge people. And charge people with Bloom, so if they have 7+ charge, they'll gain haste and final power up. And if we get enough of the other, like, random charge E.G.O gifts, just by going, we can make it so even the people who don't have charge can build up charge. And we've also got, like, E.G.Os to build up charge. Like, if Dawn wants charge, she can just get charge by using this easily enough. That'll just be 10 charge. That'll be enough to give her the buff. She doesn't have Gloom skill, so it'll just be 1 haste, so it's not, like, that beneficial. Your shield is good, isn't it? 2 defense power up and 1 projector to units adjacent to the unit on the dashboard, so these 2 effectively. Decent one. Zvi is funny. I really hope we see more Zvi identities soon. Like, because we're getting Liu Ishmael soon, despite the fact we've still only got a single Zvi. Like, this does make me wonder if we're gonna get, like, another, like, we're probably gonna get, like, another Season 0 identity, like, next month, or Season 0 banner. Go for the Gloom, nice. Mainly because I think that's probably what they're going to do during the Refraction Railway update, because that's what it is with the first Refraction Railway. That's when we got 7 Otis and Liu, Hong Lu. I guess we're getting a lot of Liu because we don't have like much else that inflicts burn. The only other group that inflicts burn is just Grip Sinclair, and that's because his house burned down more than anything. Because of his trauma more than anything. Oh, your charge. Oh, she keeps on spending her charge. That's right, because when she bursts Tremor, she'll spend her charge in order to, just increase the amount of stagger damage dealt. It's because, it's a little funny like that. A passive. It also gives her blunt power up next turn, though. Or blunt damage up, one of the two. Yeah, blunt power up. Did she trigger it twice or just give her 2 blunt power up? She triggered it twice. Yeah, because she burst Tremor twice, because that's how her tertiary works. Burst Tremor, burst Tremor. So she spent all 6. Oh, that's... I don't think I realized that's the entire purpose. That's why it gives 6 charge. So you can spend 3 charge both of the times to get more stagger threshold raised. Then she'll just gain 2 haste and 2 blunt damage up next turn. That's not bad. It's a little annoying if I'm trying to like activate Curriculum Vitae, but it's not even that strong of an E.G.O gift. It's just 1 power up and 2 haste. The power up's like the main reason to use it. Yeah, 1 power up and 2 haste. I don't know why the power up symbol was the strength symbol or the damage up symbol. Because strength is power up. The game doesn't call it strength. Sloth or blunt power gets boosted. We've got some blunt, that could be nice. Although I think I'm gonna go for the hammer for more cost. After winning a combat encounter, gain 3 cost for each enemy defeated. I don't think I've actually taken... I think I actually did take that one, didn't I? Yes, I'm pretty sure the only time I've gotten it before was, like, literally an event before the final boss, so it wasn't very beneficial for me there. But oh well, them's the breaks. Heathcliff. Now, with us. He'll do some Tremor.
걱정 마시오.
Not the most, but
최후의 혈구
it'll
하나만
be
남아 있다면
something. He's gonna lose his clashes, though. Actually, he can just body sack this guy. Take him out like that. Neckerman. Or does nails look more paralysis? That's not gonna happen. Just burst the Tremor. I guess you've got good chances of winning the clash. Okay. 10 Tremor, and then burst the Tremor just so you get the Stagger Plus, although you didn't need it for the Stagger Plus. And that's a Tails. That's to be expected, though, because he's still low sanity. Or it's not to be expected. It should have been more likely to be ahead, but it's more likely than if he was at higher sanity than 24. Okay.
내 피가 배고파했어. 잘 됐다. 그치?
There we go. Burst just to get that guy a little bit closer. I mean, the robots have the passive so that they take more damage from Tremor Burst. Or not damage, but more dagger threshold increase from bursting Tremor. Okay, we spent all our cards there in order to buff the power of the burst. Hopefully we get the final boss of the bull, because the bull is really good for Tremor. Because of the fact that Stagger Threshold is so far away, you can just buff it. That's what I did when I first fought the bull. I just kind of cheesed it out with Tremor. Oh. Well, you just destroyed our burst, so that's not nice. Because the first coin was the burst on suppress. Okay, 29 Tremor with a 6 count. And victory. Easy as that. And we'll just gain a bunch more cost there thanks to the hammer. What was it? 4 cost in addition to every enemy defeated, so we just got 20 more cost from that fight. That's a little good. Gregor skill replacement is not good. Allies start with charge. This couldn't be decent. Allies gain 5 charge count. Honestly, I'll take the lightning rod, I think. Range of choices it is, I don't really want to change Gregor's skills. His tertiary doesn't even work right now. Bugged or something. They're not fixing in the patch though, so I don't know if it is bugged or if I've just been misusing it. But it seems like he just doesn't inflict the Tremor. Or inflict the charge, or the rupture count. Third price count. But now that we start with charge, I was gonna say we can start out using her secondary for like more damage, but no luck. Figure your shield here, might as well. It's a good passive. What else is there to it? What else is a good passive? I think it's... Is it Ishmael? So that just makes it so she inflicts more Tremor from winning clashes? Or is it just hitting? I think though. Ishmael's passive is very good for this. Although, what does it cost? Does it take, like, I think it's like 3 Gluttony res? Yeah, and attacks inflict +1 Tremor to 1 clash. So any attack that does +1 Tremor if she won the clash for that skill. Which is pretty good. Only do this twice, because the first time it's gonna get rid of all the charge, because it'll spend it because of her passive. The passive, yeah, here it is. It's pride owned. We've got enough pride to be owned by the effects of it. Huh? Dagger. And a bunch of fragile, because suppress is funny like that. He's resisting the vibration compression, but he still got staggered by it in the end. Nice. And now all 4 of these guys are staggered and are just probably gonna die without too much hassle. And then this guy, at the very end, we're gonna win clashes. We're gonna hit him with the vibration compression and with the attacks from Ishmael, so He's very dead.
됐고.
표적 완전 무력화.
Nice. Oh, for a second I was like, wait, is someone still alive? But no, it was just triggering the Vitae buffs. And we'll do a hard fight. We'll see what it is. Second floor, weak to blunt. Probably just gonna be N Corp or K Corp guys. Guess it could be the head manager, probably. G Corp head manager. But it's just an N Corp guys. Yep. All starting with some Tremor. Excellent, excellent. We'll do this because that's a better clash win chance. Everyone is at max sanity. Oh, I guess Heathcliff still isn't at max sanity. Is it just because he's slow and therefore hasn't had the chance to get a lot of clashes off? Might be. Nope, he just killed the guy that Mersault's weakened. Good job, Heathcliff. Tango down. Will this be enough to stagger him? No, so you're probably going to hit by the counter. We'll just inflict some nails. That'll be fine. There we go. Ooh. That's a little unfortunate. There goes the burst tremor. I guess it only would have been 4 damage, but it's still like possibly noteworthy. Very much possibly though. He's still dead, so it was just possibly. Wasn't actually. And just this guy left. Take him out. Mersault. No. Take him out. Rodion. There you go. Rodion has it. Yep. Victory. And floor 2 boss time. What is it? It's usually just like whatever, weak to blunt, weak to wrath. I mean, it's probably just gonna be like the Doomsday Calendar goons then, I think. Not the big guy himself, but just like the actual small ones, because they're weak to wrath or weak to blunt, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it can just be these guys too. Yeah, that would do it. Oh, these are the ones that don't have surgery though, so that's fine. Sometimes they will have surgery for this fight, which is not fun, because you just have to whack them down for a while. Not the neutral. Who are you going for? Ishmael? Ishmael is probably his better chance then. Not necessarily, Well, I think she's got better chance overall of not failing. So I'll still go with her there. Yep, these guys being weak to blunt is a little silly. A little unfortunate for their sakes. Alright. Rightfully purge this guy. Ooh. Let's get a tails, please. There we go. Inflicted a little bit of tremor. Nothing else. Not as much as it could have been, though. What could have been? To do this one, because that'll be a funnier tremor burst. Actually, this is also going to be a really funny tremor burst, though, so... Who knows? And then it's ties, so we can just do whatever on both these two. They'll either both die, or one of them will survive, but still be staggered. Vibration compression will do a lot here. Yep. And finishing run up also can do a lot here, especially because they are... Are they weak to sloth? Maybe. Hard to tell. I know the actual pink shoes goons are weak to slash, which we don't have any of. Not at all with this team, at least. Gregor is going to be our slash. Let's not put on the shoes this time. I know it's funny and all, and it still is very tempting to put on the shoes. That's pretty good chances, yep. But we probably shouldn't. And now you just die. Simple as that. I feel like I have heard that there is a Tremor rarity 4 E.G.O gift, but I don't think I've seen it myself yet. Unless I haven't, I just didn't realize it was ranked 4. I don't think I saw anything super powerful for Tremor. I'll always start with poise is a funny idea. Their sins are funny, but I like the idea of just having charge, having poise on everyone, even though it's like the best thing. I'll take the nebulizer. It's always funny. If we take the clover, we've pretty much got a charge build all on its own. I'll go bottom path. Might as well.
시작합니다.
Yeah, Rose Banner guys. Weak to Pierce? We've got some Pierce. They're neutral, blunt at least. You don't have any Slash, so that's perfectly fine. Some of these guys do have a little bit strong potential. I'm not too worried, but yeah, Sinclair lost the clash and took some damage. It's Vi Sinclair though, he's got enough HP to be able to keep on going. Okay, this is where a Tremor is actually going to be pretty nice. Yes, there we go. That guy's 26 Tremor. It allowed us to stagger him when he was still not too close to being staggered otherwise. And now you can baseball him. Dun 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 dun. Okay. This also might be like a decent Tremor burst. Yeah, it was decent. Nothing too special. He's still got enough charge to have quick invitate trigger. Yep, so haste and power up. Is it skill final power +1? Why is power up this icon? That's so weird. Is it? Has it been? Am I going insane? I think it might have been. I'm so used to the Ruina power up symbol, just the big red up arrow, which I feel like it is sometimes. Am I insane? Yeah, look. This is skill final power up. Well, this is, where was it? Yeah, this is attack power up. Damage up is the sword up. Attack skill. Okay, so this just means also defense, both defense and offensive skills gain power up. That's what the difference is. That's what the little bicep is for. I've got it figured out now. I really should have known this longer, but it's just a little weird. 34 Tremor. And we are not going to hit him with a single burst Tremor. So he's just going to have a stupid Tremor mount for no reason. Oh no, that was a burst Tremor. I forgot about that. Well, it didn't really matter at that point, but he's dead, so good enough. Yeah, I guess it keeps on checking, like, Rodion to just show that Curriculum Vitae is triggering. Alright. Another fight. Weak to blunt, but a normal fight this time, so it's probably just going to be K-Corp people. Or it's just more N-Corp people. That works too. Playing this song. Yeah, there's a neutral there, but I think you can handle this, possibly. The other effect in Nebulizer, if we get Gloom Absolute Resonance, everyone just gets more poise? I think so. That's actually very doable, if so. Pride Absolute Resonance, all allies gain 2 poise and 2 poise count. That's still doable. Not as likely. Doesn't probably work. Because I think you won't spend all of your charge, right, because you killed him early. Otherwise you would have spent all your charge through your passive, but now you can... It actually didn't matter because you didn't even need more than 2 points of vibration compression. Tearing through these guys. I like Tremor. It's funny. Sure, it's a status effect that... It's one of the main status effect that doesn't help, like, damage, like, directly, but it can by the end. It's like, Ishmael, of course, excellent. Downpour. Start of the turn, inflict. Current turn times 2 Tremor and +2 Tremor count to all enemies. At the end of turn, burst Tremor on all... Is this the rank 4 Tremor? Did I just stumble into this? Did I just get really lucky? Ishmael skill replaced. We'll change the shove to a quake round. That was the plan anyway, so I'm fine. That's all I can afford. But, I can't check. I gotta actually go into a fight to be able to see. Because that's the kind of thing that feels like it's a rank 4. Especially because I haven't seen it before and it costs 255.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줘.
Yes, it is. Okay. That is incredibly lucky. Very cool, though. So basically, everyone's just got even more Tremor. It stacks super well with, Nixie Divergence. There's only one rarity, despite it being very good. And rarities are weird. I don't really know. A lot of those ones are very strong. And every turn, all enemies just get bursted. That is very powerful. Because that's like an actual, like, normal burst. It doesn't reduce burst count at all, beyond the fact that, well, Tremor count goes down by 1 every turn anyways. This is awesome. I love this gift already. And I've just started using it. And we've pretty much cemented this as being a good Tremor run. I just really hope we get the bull or someone else we can kind of use Tremor on heavily. Nice. That guy just gets hit by another Tremor. He was already staggered though, so it didn't do much of anything, I don't think. And finish him off. Got his attack power down. He's got his 28 Tremor with a 9 count. God. This is a fun E.G.O gift. See, there's a couple of it. Like, there's the oscillating bracelet. That's also a Tremor one. That's, like, pretty good. Very good, actually. I hope we get that one. Oh, start of the turn, 1 random ally gains charge count. Number's still bugged. Cloth Absolute Resonance, 1 random ally gains charge count at the start of the phase. That's nothing too special. We'll take the rest spot. All centers heal up a little bit. That should be everyone to max, or at least everyone to almost max. And floor 3 boss. I didn't actually look at what it was weak to. Might have been Pierce though, so it's probably going to be no, not Nico. Although Nico is an option here. Yeah, Morel. Because these guys are weak to the Pierce. We can go for this then if we want. Or we can just kind of Tremor these guys up. Take them out like that. I'm always for. I'm almost for a little Tremoring. You're the one who's got to deal with this, though. That's not great. I'd really prefer someone else to have to deal with you. Deal with Morel. But that's a neutral. That's honestly decent. As long if he rolls a tails, then you're set. You're almost guaranteed to roll a heads due to being max sanity. So I think it is just a genuine 50-50, but he can do it. He did do it, nice. Get used to hearing that sound every turn. Nothing. It just looked weird for a second. I'm seeing like the funny shards of glass, and it just looked strange coming from this guy. Don't know why it just struck out to me this so much right now, but it did. Once again, you're gonna have to deal with this guy. What's he weak to? Blunt Gloom. Alright. Let me use the E.G.Os here. Just because Morel can be a little bit of a fierce foe. Much to someone's shock, I'm sure. What is Mersault's passive? Because it's being triggered there. I don't think I checked, and therefore I don't remember at all. Yeah, he's weak to Blunt, resistant to Wrath, so this isn't like particularly great. But Heathcliff's Blunt and Gloom attack will be pretty great. And a crit there too is very nice.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
확인.
다소 유리하구려.
Gonna keep on cracking me up. What is this? Clash opponent is minus 1 plus power if they 5 plus Tremor, and when he recovers with dagger heals HP. Not bad, not bad. Very nice, really.
교전 시작합니다.
Just has a better chance of winning clashes when enemies have 5 plus Tremor, which is pretty much guaranteed here. Because every enemy gains 2 times the turn count Tremor every turn. And they gain 2 Tremor count. Tremor burst, nice.
확인 사살.
That guy's been taken care of, just Morel left. We've got a fair bit of attacks. I don't think it'll be enough to kill him, but it'll be enough to weaken him. And the Tremor's not really going to matter because he's going to have no dagger thresholds. But it's funny. Yep, we've got this. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Ooh. Okay. That was a little scary for a second, the fact that he managed to get the heads there, despite his negative 45 sanity. And down he goes. Nice. The allies with poise gain final power. Everyone's gonna have poise, so that's actually like decent. Burn, Pride Pierce. Pierce power up can be nice here, but I'll take the cigarette holder to synergize with our semi-poise synergy we've got for some reason. And like literally just nebulizer is enough to add poise to any team. And pretty awesome. There's Gregor, so he can finally join us. He's got some Tremor count here. He can burst Tremor with his tertiary and his passive. He does more ruptured targets with Tremor. So it'll just be a little more damage because we don't have anyone else with like rupture support. Yeah. And everyone's just gonna gain +1 power thanks to nebulizer and the pipe in comparison, I think. Unless it doesn't count first turn because of the fact that's when they gained the Tremor through the E.G.O gift and they actually need to have it at the end of the previous turn. We'll see. I love Project Moon when they just have like the awful like cacophony of sounds, like when you get a big mass attack off in Ruina, or even a big mass attack off in Limbus too. And it just repeats the sound a bunch of times and sounds like awful, but in a really like funny way. It definitely makes the attack feel powerful. That's for sure. And we're, yep. These guys are dead. No qualms in my mind. Nice. Victory. Screech. And we'll go here. We've been going along bottom path so we can get to the shop in time. See if we get anything else good there, someone else good selected. Really, pretty much anyone can benefit from getting their skills changed. And then pretty much everyone's got a decent Tremor skill if we just replace it. Gregor, it's a little unfortunate when he gets chosen, that's for sure. But it'll happen sometimes. And if we've got a lot of excessive cost, which we might do just because, well, we've got the hammer, we're getting 4 more cost every time we defeat an enemy. That guy just died. Like that. How swell. That guy almost got staggered by that, unfortunately. Gregor, you know what to do. Finish that guy off. Or stagger that guy at least. Even if you don't actually finish him off. I guess Gregor's got charge stuff too now. Pretty much all of the... Well, not Mersault, but Rodian and Gregor can actually build up charge. Mersault's only way to build up charge is also his only way of spending charge, his tertiary, so... He's not gonna get too much charge of his own like skill. Okay. Here. What even is your thing? It's like a burn thing. If we snuff out the candles, it's a downside. We'll peek at the book. It's some damage, but we gain cost. We get some like skill power down or something if we snuff out the candles. Though Mersault skill replaced. And as with 5 plus charge, gain damage up. The pride. This works well with us, I think. Don't mind if I do. Melted Spring is sinking. And Merciless skill replace, give him another skill 3, give him another skill 3. Might as well. Leave shop. Yeah. Are they really not changed that really? I haven't actually ever bothered scrolling down. Can you just see the entire thing from the start? Because that's a little silly. I figured they would have, you know, done something about that, but
최선을
Project
다해
Moon moment.
지켜낼게요.
Classic Project Moon. Round of applause for Project Moon. They're doing great. They're doing great.
여러분에게
Position.
도움이 되었으면
And
좋겠네요.
yeah, everyone gets the damage up because everyone starts with 5 charge this first turn. Now, only the people that actually can have a way to build up charge will keep on getting the buff. Or the people that get randomly selected to gain the 2 charge from, the
완벽한
yeah.
한방. 시원한걸?
야호.
These guys are being demolished so
우리
far.
편.
I got the Pride Resonance off for more toys. That's always funny. Suppression, or just suppress. Suppression is different. Quick suppression is different than suppress. Even though there are 2 different skills named suppress, LCCB, Ishmael, and Vi Sinclair, both of which we have on our team. But we don't have the unit with quick suppression on our team since that's Rabbit Heathcliff. That's also at least a slightly different name than suppress. Victory! So now it's time for the floor 4 boss, meaning it's just a Dungeon 1 final boss for the most part. Weak to Pierce, weak to Lust. Snake Man? Maybe? I don't think they're weak to Lust, though. Weak to Pierce, weak to Lust. I don't remember a lot of the avenues weak to Pierce, because there's not a lot of people weak to Pierce, I feel. Snake's the only one that comes to mind. Oh, it's the fish. That does it.
늦으면 메피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? You can deal with either of those. Can you win against either of those? Dominating? Dominating. Okay, good job. That's the right one, yes. You can clash here. Dominating, nice. You clash here, dominating. Favor, that's the best you can get. You can just get neutrals. Dominating, you can get dominating though. That's everything dealt with and everything dominating except for 1 favored. Just we could change by using an E.G.O, but we're doing well enough. We don't even need an E.G.O for the fish. Normally the fish is like kind of rough clashes, but no, this time we're just doing perfectly fine. It does resist blunt for the most part though, so that's a little unfortunate. A lot of his body parts have Tremor though. Okay. Gregor's got this, and then Sinclair should have this. Is this also the body? Are you just gonna stagger the... No, that's the left leg. You did stagger the left leg, though. And it took a bunch of Tremor overall. Did the body get staggered by that? Yep, the body did. Tail's the only thing that isn't staggered. So Ishmael, you deal with that. Everyone else just go for a mixture of the different parts, I think. We don't want to go all in on a single part here. Mainly because the body can do... The body can be a little silly. If the body gets destroyed, you no longer can attack it. So we'll have some people go for the 2 legs as well. Like that. That should work. Nice. A nice 30 Tremor. Okay, you're losing the clash. Okay. You redeemed yourself, though. Only did a little bit Tremor, though. Unfortunate.
야호. 이기는
Okay, he's
건
going for the big
보이죠?
lasers now. We can kind of just... Look at our speed, though. We can just kill him, I think. We can take out the body, if nothing else, I think. We don't need to, though. We took Bloom there. We can hit the body with a Rhyme Shake, then. That'll be decent. Hopeless there. Who should deal with that? Gregor? You can ADD that, yeah. And then we just clash everything else. Don't even need to get, like, great results in these clashes, so they're probably not going to even happen in the first place. Someone got fast? Oh, you did. You killed the tail. Nice.
그래도 언제나 추월할 수는 없으니까.
Okay, 41, not bad.
현명한 판단이요.
A wise decision.
확인 사살.
Shh. Tail down.
날아갔어요.
The body's like good as dead, I think. ADD should be enough to finish it. But if not, I think we've got one more attack going for the body.
죽을 만큼 튀겨질 테니까. 가지 않아가 맥없이 꺾일 거리.
Oh. What happened there? Why did you just get randomly staggered? I guess I missed something and I don't know what. He got staggered though. He didn't lose his clash, did he? Don't think so. He just did, that was the attack that he was supposed to be clashing with in the first place, I think. Very odd. Vibration compression, this finishes him off.
자, 한 건 했고.
Yep. Egg. And victory. Heathcliff's still fine. He took some damage there, but luckily enough, it wasn't too much. He didn't, like, die from it or anything. He pretty much just reached his first stagger threshold. Inflict defense level down on enemies affected by Tremor Burst. So everyone, every single turn. Because of the E.G.O gift, everyone. It didn't say Tremor Burst from a skill, so any Tremor Burst probably triggers this. Alright. Bottom path so we can get here, I think. If we go, literally, if we want the shop, we are forced to take the full bottom path route up to here, and then we'll have two choices. So we might as well.
준비는 끝났습니다. 명령 대기.
가능하면 다치시지 않게 싸우셨으면 좋겠어요.
I accidentally opened Discord. Now my headphones messed up. Gotta give it a second. For whatever reason, Discord, like, messes up, like, my entire, like, sound for, like, 5 seconds whenever it gets launched. I was just checking to make sure the mic was still working.
따라와 주세요.
But I misclicked. The thing is, I've got, like, Limbus, like, pinned to my taskbar, because, like, I use it enough that, like, makes sense.
표적 무력화.
Oh.
표적
Nice.
완성.
이외에 특별히
It does mean I'll occasionally launch Limbus when I don't want to launch Limbus, but that's fine. Gregor is doing
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
not great. Well, he's fine. Be fine.
완벽한 한 방. 시원한 걸.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking this turn, because I need to remember that
잘하라고.
floor 5 enemies are dangerous. Do not go for any bad clashes. Go for Snag Harpoon here, for example. What? Oh, right, I can't go for Snag Harpoon. If I want to clash, I'm going to have to go for this one, because both of these two E.G.Os target the person in the back. Snag Harpoon and Art of Blossom Star. So we actually had to use Capote in order to have her actually clash there. Which is also, like, a good choice. Capote is just burn, it's not Tremor. Mersalt's is, like, semi-Tremor, but it's kind of Tremor that only works if you're also going for burn. Like, combination burn and Tremor isn't a bad idea.
승객이 딱
That's
한
for
번만
sure.
먹었어.
It definitely could work, especially since we're getting a new pretty good burn unit with Ishmael, but Ishmael's also a pretty good Tremor unit, so... I don't know.
어떠냐?
Maybe the first time someone who's actually got burn egos is gonna get a burn identity, kind of. Well, I mean, we've got Sinclair and his soup, so that's like only semi-burn. We don't have anyone with like 4th match flame art or blossom star. Actually, wait, we've literally got Capote with Liu, Mersault, so I don't even know what I'm saying in the first place. I revoke my statement. Because I feel like that's something I've heard people mention, and I've realized it is a very flawed statement right now. Oh, there shoots, I believe his name is. It's just Fry shoots, but without the fry. So he's just shoots. I think it's spelled slightly differently, but look at the pendant. This is poise, yeah. Start of the comp phase, randomly gain 3 poise. Prioritize eyes with gloom skills, they gain 3 poise and 2 poise count. That's more poise for our
제 형태를
semi-poise,
갖추지 못하다가
semi-charged, but a lot of tremor build. There we go.
걱정 마시오. 최후의 혈구 하나만 남아 있다면 생명은 어떻게라도 보존될 테니.
꿰뚫어주겠네.
Some little risky clashes, but I think we've... Marcel moment. Yeah, we're losing quite a few clashes here. Heathcliff is almost dead. Heathcliff is dead.
또다시 돌아오겠구려.
Yeah.
그 잠시나마
Just
휴식하시오.
don't be an idiot, I guess. Even Capote could still lose this technically. Probably not, though. Actually, no, not based on those stats. You go for soup. And you... Oh, it says you've got good chances here, though. And then who's this going for? Dawn can live.
꿰뚫어주겠네.
I thought it wasn't lying to me that there's good chances. Oh no, those are pretty good chances. Yeah, 22 is not bad. And he actually got the head, so it works. Staggered him so that Dawn isn't gonna end up getting the one-sided attack. Capote, this guy.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
이보게! 수프 한입 받고 갈게! 완벽한 한방. 시원한걸?
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
Okay, you need to Capote again. You get ADD, I think. That's probably the safest move, and then everyone else can just attack normally. Yeah, those are the only 2 clashes here. I think just in general. Yeah, Capote kills this guy.
자, 이쪽입니다.
I didn't check who is the final boss of this floor. I guess you could check that all the way at the very beginning, couldn't you? If you can literally just see all the way down to the final floor from the start. You can like map out your entire run, you can see what your bosses are for all of your floors. More or less. Just kind of depends on like what symbol there is for each. Okay. So is there any other Tremor people we can actually even get? I don't know if there's a single other Tremor unit. I don't think so. Unfortunate. Dust to dust. Start of inflict 2 burn and 2 burn count all enemies. That's pretty good, I think. But how good? Gotta keep going bottom path though. Heathcliff, you will be missed. We've got 6 people now, but I think that is still enough for the most part. I don't think there's any like fights that have more than 6 people here. Okay, these guys. A lot of status effects on them. Now they're getting burn every turn. Which means like Capote is a little bit more relevant. They've actually got burn count, so burn matters a little bit. For passive, lowest max HP deals more blunt damage. Who is that? Who's got the lowest max HP? One's got 181, you've got a lot. You've got a lot. A lot of these Tremor units have a lot because Tremor's supposed to be tanky. 153, it's probably you. Despite you, the one person who doesn't have much blunt. Well, no, you actually don't have any blunt. Your secondary is Pierce, not even blunt. Okay, so this passive does nothing for us. That's unfortunate. Oh, this hits them fairly well. This guy's weak to it. Okay, it's not letting me hover over this guy. That's what was confusing me. But yeah, this guy's weak to it. Then we can do this if we want. No. But we can do this. And we can do this. And that'll be good enough. Using a couple egos here. That's because I don't want to risk anyone dying again. We've already had one death, which isn't cool.
짓이겨버리겠어.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
Bottom.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
And mass attack. Or the AoE attack as they call it here.
언제나 추월할 수는
I'm never gonna stop calling it mass attack though.
굉장해요.
So, oh well. Nice. That one just died.
좋다, 좋아.
And Tremor burst a bunch of them.
끝내고 버스로 돌아갈 수 있겠다. 그치?
Only one of them will actually have to clash against them. We've got favored chances, so we probably don't need to use any more egos here. We've got enough resources that we could. A lot of that's thanks to, like, perversion. We've been building up a bunch of resources with every kill.
한건
승객이
했고.
딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
I also realized I didn't even check the boss of the floor again. Maybe I'll remember this time. Tremor burst that guy.
표적 완전 무력.
적확한 한압이었어.
And victory. Looking good. I mean, I think we've got the shop, one more fight, then the boss. Oh no, it's an Abno shop, one more fight boss. Weak to blunt, weak to sloth. Is that so that no one will cry again, or is that the bull? That might be the bull, actually. Because I think so that no one will cry is blunt and wrath. Blunt and sloth thinks the bull. Unless I'm getting them mixed up, which I very well might be. Weak to Abno's weak to pierce, weak to gluttony. Could be Snake Man? No, Snake Man's resistant to gluttony, so it's probably just Pecatule. Yeah.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Did it not say weak to pierce there? Did I misread it? I assume I misread it because there's no one weak to pierce here. Oh wow. What do we go for here? What's a good mass attack? Envy and Pride and Slash for these guys. Not great. And then Blunt, Sloth, and Wrath for these guys. We don't have a lot of mass attacks on this team. We've got Liger Domain though. Which is funny, so we'll go for that. Suppress that guy. Enactment works well. This doesn't work too well, so we'll probably do you there. Force break this guy, that's not great. How's Suppress looking? Not great. How's Baton looking? Not great. So maybe, hit this guy with the impending day too.
교전 시작합니다.
Might as well. Pecatule are no joke in Mirror Dungeon 2. Even in Mirror Dungeon 1, they're kind of not a joke as much anymore. They've got like 150 HP instead of their normal 50. I mean, I know it's because of the fact that like levels have been increased for the most part, and Pecatule are more kind of like... In the past, they were more kind of like minor enemies, but now they're trying to make them a little more full-fledged. Still no idea where the Envy Pecatule is. Surely we'll get that eventually.
언제나 추월.
Surely we'll get like actual stronger Pecatule eventually, I assume. If they're gonna be like the general enemies, there's only so many they can use if they don't repeat sins with like stronger ones.
돌아갈 수 있겠다. 그치?
Stronger sins. Like that.
따라와주세요.
걸려라.
Actually, it's probably doubling up on some of these too much, yeah. If that's enough to kill that guy. There's someone else targeting that lost guy. And there's someone else attacking this one. I think Sinclair, so that'll be beneficial. Okay. Dead. Yep. 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 And so there's just one of the pride guys
완벽한
left.
한 방.
야호.
시원한 걸.
이기는 편.
And he can
우리 편.
die. Horribly. Hopefully.
따라와 주세요.
Almost. This will do it though, yep.
자,
Nice.
한 건 했고.
So now we get the shop, then one more fight, and then the boss. Pretty good. Wow. This is worthless. Guess now it won't show up in the shop, so it's fine. It's good in that regard. Ella's Portrait sinking. Camilla, not having to take damage, not going to be beneficial. Abner with burn is defeated, have the burn taken the enemy with the next burn. And Gregor once again, that's sad. We'll give him another skill 3 because we might as well. Team. We'll add a new person. Any of you have any tremor at all? No, right? Thinking just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, but I don't think I am. Yeah, this is pretty much the entire possible tremor team. The only difference is you could have base Merzel instead of Rose Banner, and you could have Sloshing Ishmael instead of LCCB. Should we take someone just for the sake of it then? I'll take 7 Otis. With Ebony Stem. Oh, I didn't actually select that. I'll take 7 Otis. Ebony Stem, don't need Sun Shower, and confirm. And we'll buy that. And we can afford Carmilla still. So we'll take it. Just even though it's only a 1 fight only, but we might as well do something with our cost. We got the most important Tremor stuff. We'll have you set to 7 though, since you're supposed to be
제 형태를
in the
갖추지
back
못하리라.
lines. You're just here to win clashes, I guess. Because we don't really need a full team, I guess. That is very true. But I like a full team. Oh, and you can just straight up... Yeah, so this... The enemy has Tremor. So this... And he has Charge, so he should spend 4 charge to inflict 4
들어주겠네.
Rupture count. Will it work, though? Well, we'll see in a second. These attacks gotta go through first. This guy's just dead. Yep.
완벽한 한 방.
Yeah, so this guy's going to have Rupture count after you hit him, correct? Okay, it worked this time. It hasn't been working all the time for me though.
성공이야.
Maybe it requires the target to have Tremor.
보여줄까?
Maybe that's the issue.
승객이 딱 콩 한 방
표적
먹였어.
완전 무력화.
Or maybe it is fine after all. Funny that it took me that long just to test it out, but we've been doing very well in a lot of these fights. And they both die here. Very nice. Good job, Mercel.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
And Gregor with the kill.
나를 열심히 손본 보람이 있네.
You're just stabbing the air, Gregor. You already got him. In case you didn't notice. And boss time. This might be the bull. If so, this is gonna be funny. So that no one will cry. Will it be funny? Maybe. It's the bull though.
먼저
Excellent.
끝내고 돌아오는 친구는 맛있는 거 사줄게.
Okay, so here's the
물론
thing.
회사 카드로.
We stack Tremor. That's it. That's the entire plan. In case you couldn't tell. Click Tremor count. That's good. You're gonna do just a random clash. Yeah, like that. Burst Tremor. Sure. Burst Tremor. Blunt Fragility. Sure. And inflict more Tremor. Okay, 2 attacks going through. 1 for you. 1 for you. That's fine. Those are the 2 expendable people, so they can get hit by 1-side attacks.
자,
Already at 18 Tremor.
완벽한 한 방.
We've got quite a few Tremor bursts coming out. And thanks to the fact it being from some of the older units, oldish units, Season 1 units, Season 0 units, stuff like that, it's not going to reduce Tremor count. So it's just going to be a Tremor burst. This guy's already so close to staggering. Yeah, he's already staggered.
콩
Well, not well. He will be already staggered by the time Ishmael's attack goes through, and then there's gonna be a burst at the end of the turn. That's fine. We don't need that guy. Yep, there's the burst.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Yeah, that was a little easy. We'll do this because it's funny. Then otherwise, just attack him. You defend. You're not a Tremor person. You just watch. You watch our glory take place, Otis. You did nothing. You were just there to be something to spend cost on.
내가 너를 위해 기도할
That's
것이니
fine. That's all she needed to do.
반드시
Maybe she'll get a Tremor identity one day. Who knows? Maybe she's about to get like a 3-star Tremor unit identity.
방금은 전략이
Only time will tell.
계속 밀어붙이자.
And death. Victory. Yeah, what a funny ego gift. Just bursts everyone at the end of every turn.
야, 이 정도면 너무
That's a win.
성공적인데.
You did the most
싸움
damage.
아니야?
Ishmael did the second. Gregor didn't do much. Ether didn't do much. Yeah, the normal stuff. And we get a Starlight. 109 Starlight that time. Why so much more? That's the most Starlight I think I've gotten from a single thing. Past level 120 now. Nice. My encapsulin's suffering a little bit.
그대로 열어두게.
But I'm kind of managing. I'm making do. Oh, that's right. I guess, I mean, no daily polls for the day. I think I already did them. The recording schedule's been a little bit wonky because it is still like the next day. But I already did the polls yesterday because I was late-ish yesterday with my record. And, oh well. Yeah, basically, Tremor good. This Lagoon 80, only 5 left again. I know what this one does. I know what this one does. I know what this one does. I don't know what this one does, and I don't know what this one does. Those are the two I don't know. But yeah, down 4. That's funny. That's very funny. But that'll be all for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye.